Good evening and welcome to the YouTube channel, How to Get an 800 Credit Score. My name is Lyndon Baptiste and welcome everyone to the channel too also as well. Thank you to everyone who has joined us in our last live stream that we had a few days ago too also as well. It was a very interesting topic and I thank you all who have raised questions and participated too also as well. On this channel, we like to talk about ways to build your credit, increase your credit score too also as well, get approved, how to get approved for mortgages, lines of credit, loans, business and the personal side too also as well. And if you'd like to travel the world for free, well, it all starts with building credit, and that's where it's at. If you're interested in all those things, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications too also as well. That way you will never miss a single video as we make them here on this channel too also as well. Some of the links to follow me on social media are here on the screen. The ones that are not can be found at the bottom of the About section of this channel too also as well. And thank you to all of you who have joined today. I want to say a special thank you to our 1,380 subscribers that we have right now. I'm going to go through the list of the recent subscribers that subscribed this week. Thank you to Alice Brown, Cynthia Simpkins, Nate DePadu, Carolyn Burke, Lou Amelio, Jessica R., Real Advantage Productions, Mike Hampton, Og Davis, Simone Patterson. Thank you all for subscribing. Really appreciate all of you who have done so too also as well. So as you can see on the screen, our topic for tonight is going to be why your credit scores are different. And that seems to be a very frequently asked question that we seem to come across very often. From not only a lot of our subscribers, viewers, people on Facebook, social media, to also as well. I get that question a lot, even at work sometimes when we do talk about credit, even at work. So, so it's amazing how, these questions come up so frequently too also as well. I need to borrow your phone, Janelle. Sorry about that. So I could keep track of these comments because I'm using the Streamlabs tonight, as you guys can see again. So mine is not as fast as other people's computers because, I'm on a laptop. But I'd like to start by recognizing some of the people who have joined us here in the live chat. I want to say a special thank you, recognize you also as well. And first and foremost, I'd like to say a special thank you to David Amex King Moss. Hi, David Amex King. How you doing there, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome back once again. David says, hi, everyone. So everyone, please give a warm welcome to David Amex King Moss.
But he's going to be leaving. He got boarded in the plane.
Yeah, Janelle just said that, yeah. He'll be leaving. He's boarding a plane. So, but I really appreciate you joining with us tonight. However, David, really appreciate that. Now I got my phone back up and working here. So that's good. Now I can keep track of these comments here. And also want to say a special thank you to Janelle, too also as well, who's sitting right by me. Just wanted to recognize to let all you guys know she's here. Waving right there, that's her hand behind me, and she helps me to answer comments and questions. Let me know every time I miss a comment or a question too also. So that's a good thing about having her with us as well. So everyone, please give a warm welcome and say hello to David Amex King Moss and Janelle Leone too also as well. Also want to give a special welcome to Ronald Anderson. Ronald Anderson, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I really appreciate you. Ronald says, hi, Lyndon and Janelle. Hello, everyone. I'm traveling to Wisconsin again, so I'll be listening. Yeah, I see you're on the road there, Ronald, so just make sure that you drive safe and be careful out there on the road. And I really appreciate you listening. Thank you so much for participating too also as well, Ronald. And also David says, can't stay long. I just boarded my flight. But I'll make sure to leave a like. Yes, definitely. Everyone hit that thumbs up button. It helps YouTube to promote the video better. So that way we can get more people up in here in the live chat and to see our videos too also as well. Janelle says, have a safe flight. Okay, thank you, Janelle. Pink Lady Barber is in the house. Everyone, please give her a warm welcome to Pink Lady Barber. Thank you so much for joining, Pink Lady. And, welcome again to another live stream. So everyone, please say hello to Ronald Anderson and Pink Lady Barber. Okay, thank you so much for joining. Also, we have a new person here in our live stream by the name of Anthony F. Welcome, Anthony F. And you're always welcome here. I appreciate you joining with us. Feel free to comment as much or as little as you like. If you see any questions in the comments you're interested in answering, go ahead and take a swing at it if you must. And Anthony F., we appreciate you. And everyone, please say hello to our new person, Anthony F., too also as well. Sneaky25 is back once again in the building. Welcome back, Sneaky25. Thank you so much for joining. Sneaky25 says, hello, everyone. Yes, hello, Sneaky25. We appreciate you, too, also as well, Sneaky. Thank you for joining. And also, Pink Lady Barber says, hello to David MX King. Also, we have a new welcome back from Jose Pina. I haven't been here in a while. I don't recognize your name too much. Maybe you've been here before, but maybe not too often. So everyone, please say hello to Jose Pina. Okay, also, Sneaky25 has a question, everyone. Sneaky says, oops, I got lost the screen. Does AUs, authorized users, count towards the 524 rule? Well, basically, Sneaky, we made a live stream topic video about the Chase 524 rules too also as well. I just wanted to let you know that I'm still going to answer your question, but I wanted to let you know just in case you had further questions on that topic. You could look up that video here on this channel. Just type it in the search bar on the home page on this channel. But yeah, by the way, Chase, they count 5 credit accounts that you've had in the last 24 months. And that does include authorized users. Yes, it does. They count that. I guess Chase sees that as a regular credit account to them, So yes, that does count. So for example, if you have 3, maybe you have a Capital One card, and maybe you might have a Discover It card, and maybe you might have a City Double Cash or something like that. That's 3 primary accounts in your name, and maybe you have 2 authorized users, right, that you're on someone else's credit card. So that counts. That means you're already at 524 because you have 3 primaries in your name and you have 2 authorized users that you're on someone else's credit card. So yeah, you're at 524. So yeah, they do count. Okay, awesome. Let's see. Anthony F says, thanks, glad to be here. Yes, we're glad to have you, Anthony F. Thank you so much for stopping by too also as well. I hope you enjoy our live stream. Pink Lady Barber, thank you for the hand claps too also as well. Appreciate you, Pink Lady. Okay, guys, so pretty much what we're going to do, we're going to try to jump right in. But before we do, we want to see how many people we have in here right now. Okay, Janelle says we have 11 people right here in the building. Thank you so much to all of you who have joined with us. And everyone, please hit that thumbs up button too. I can't stress it enough. It definitely helps with the YouTube algorithms. And thanks to you people, we have way past our milestone by about almost 400 subscribers now. We passed that 1,000 subscriber mark. So now we can accept super chats and we can fully monetize our channel too also as well. So you're welcome to send a super chat and donate to the channel too also as well. It helps us to make better videos and content and promote our channel even better too also as well. We also have a new person here in the building by the name of Preston White. Preston White, welcome to our live stream, Preston. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining us. And, you're definitely welcome. So everyone, please say hello to our new person, Preston White. Preston White has a question. Preston says, is Chase generous with credit card increases? Okay, great question there, Preston. That I don't, let me see. I'm not sure if they are very generous. Like, for example, like Navy Federal Credit Union, I hear they are generous with credit limits. Oh, credit card increases. Well, NFCU, Navy Federal is generous with credit limits. You know, they're known for giving out high credit limits. As far as credit card increases, I'm really not too sure about that, but I have to get back to you on that one if you don't mind, Preston. All right. Okay, let's see. Pink Lady Barber says, those are hand waves, LOL.
Not a clap, it's a wave.
So it's not a hand clap, Pink Lady. I was just getting excited. I thought I was getting a hand clap or something. You know what I mean? But I appreciate the waves, though. I mean, definitely you are appreciated, Pink Lady. Thank you so much for the waves.
Did you
And
answer
also,
Sneaky 25?
yes, I did answer Sneaky 25. Will Walker is in the building too, also as well. Thank you for joining, Will. Everyone, please say hello to Will Walker too, also as well. Who says we here? Yes, definitely. Welcome.
He always say we here.
Preston says thank you, sir. You're very welcome. So I guess right now we have 12 people with us right now at the moment inside of the live chat. Thank you to all 12 of you who have decided to join with us tonight. Let's see here. I want to change screens real quick. 13 people here inside of the live chat with us. Awesome. Thank you so much to all 13 of you who have decided to join with us in tonight's live stream. Really appreciate all of you. And I hope you guys enjoyed the last video that I made. I normally don't make video uploads too often, but I like to do a lot of live streams simply because live streams are easier to do. They're easier to do. They don't get as many views as video uploads, right? And I understand that because, you know, video uploads can be a lot shorter than live streams. They can be, you know, anywhere from 3 minutes to over 10 minutes, you know. So they do get more views too also as well. But the live streams, I really love these live streams because it's a great way to have real conversations with you guys too also as well, as we are going over a lot of these topics together, you know, as a community too also as well. So that's why I have been doing more live streams too also as well. And these video uploads, you know, with my encoder that we have here and using, it seems to take a lot longer to upload these videos onto YouTube. So that's why we do a lot more live streams also as well. So for today's topic, again, in case you're just joining with us, our topic is why your credit scores are different. And what we're talking about here today is your credit scores on FICO, the FICO scoring system, and also the Vantage scoring solutions system. The difference between the two and why they are different. And, you know, these are a lot of common questions that a lot of people have asked and noticed and raised. And a lot of people have said, well, why is my Vantage score, you know, 720 and my FICO score is 690? Then someone else might say, well, why is my FICO score high and my Vantage score low? And some people, their Vantage scores and the FICO scores are almost the same. Okay, so there's a lot of you know, reasons for that too also as well. So I want to kind of go over some of them here in this video. If I have left out any of them, please bring that to my attention, either in the live stream or in the comment section too also as well. So that way I know. And also what I wanted to bring up to you guys too also is that we are planning a 6-channel collaboration live stream with 6 YouTubers. First one was going to be us, of course, how to get an 800 credit score. David from Travel Explorer Click, Flashpoint, Justin, leave him out. I mean, we're always on his live streams every Monday. His live streams are at 7 p.m. Central Time, Monday, too, also as well. And I mean, it's always lots of people in the building, 100 plus people in the building, sometimes 90 plus. So there's a lot of people who have years of experience in building credit. Any questions that you have about building credit, that's the place to be to get all those questions answered too also as well. Lots of moderators there that can help you out. Pink Lady says we like the video as well. Lyndon, thank you so much for saying that. Pink Lady. Also want to recognize another new person here in our live stream tonight by the name of Joe Pereira. I hope I pronounced that right. Joe, please let me know if I pronounce your name correct. But if you don't mind, I'll call you just Joe for now, since you're the only Joe in our live stream tonight. But welcome and thank you for coming. We really appreciate you. So everyone, please say hello to Joe Pereira. Joe has a question. Joe says, hello, does removal of authorized user affect your credit score? Well, Joe, that depends. Okay, it depends. If the authorized user was your oldest account on your credit report, then yes, it's going to affect your credit score tremendously. Your score could drop by lots of points. Okay. Also, if that authorized user was not your oldest credit account, but it was older than your total credit history without the authorized user on it, then yes, it could drop your credit score depending on how long you had that authorized user. Okay, if you had it for a few months, then it's possible it may not drop it. But if you did not have it for too long, it may drop it by a few points, but not as many points as if it was your oldest credit account. Okay, but the points will be so minimal that you may not, your credit score can go back up after that. Okay, if it was an authorized user, now in this situation is another scenario. If this authorized user was a new account, but maybe it had a very high credit limit, like say it was opened up in maybe this year, last month, and you just got added on as an authorized user, so it only has maybe barely 1 or 2 months of credit history, but it, then it's possible your score may not change at all, but I mean, your score may not go down. Your score may possibly go up, however, if the high credit limit on that authorized user has makes no difference to your credit usage. Meaning, basically, that if your credit usage before adding this authorized user was between 0 and 5%, then you won't see hardly any change in your credit usage or your credit utilization, but you will see you may see a change in your credit score. Your credit score may go up because it's a brand new account, and when doing so, closing a new account as such, it will increase your average age of accounts, causing your credit score to go up. Now, that goes without saying that if there's another scenario whereas that high credit card utilization on an authorized user account, credit card that you're added to, if that does play a role in your credit card utilization, like for example, if your utilization was higher before you added on the authorized user onto your credit report, then you could expect your credit score to go down because your credit utilization will go up. And credit utilization accounts for 30% of your credit score. So that's the reason why your credit score may go down in that scenario. Okay, so it can affect your credit score different ways, Joe. It can affect it good whereas your credit score can go up if it's a new account and the utilization does not affect your utilization that you had before you added on this authorized user. And it can go down if it's your oldest credit card account. It can also go down if the utilization does affect your total credit usage on your credit report too also as well. So it depends on your scenario, your particular situation, and that would determine whether or not your credit score will go up or it will go down too also as well. But I mean, don't kid yourself. If you had like say like a 20-year authorized user that has 20 years of credit history and your credit history without it is say 5 years, and you are removed from that authorized user, there's no question about it, your credit score is going to go down. Okay? Because age of credit or credit history is so much more valuable than credit limits. Okay? And that's why a $100 authorized user with 20 years of credit history has more value than a $10,000 authorized user that's only 1 year old. Okay, because again, don't just only think of it as average age of credit. Average age of credit, whereas average age is part of that category where the Fico scoring model uses to determine your length of credit history, which is 15% of your credit score. And average age of credit is only 1/3 of that 15%. So it may seem very tiny, very small to you, but all those 20 years of credit history, it's also including payment history, which is 35% of your credit score. That's including utilization, which is 30% of your credit score. It's including the length of credit history. It's touching on many different categories that are intertwined or convoluted, if you would say that, too also as well, and not only your average age of credit calculations. Okay, I hope I was helpful to answer that question, Joe. And by the way, if I left anything out, guys, please let me know inside of the comments or here in the live stream too also as well. I also wanted to mention, guys, that I will be a guest on Salsa Dominican Republic's YouTube channel. He's having a show tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. I will be a guest there. We're going to be having a live stream collaboration there on his show, and that's going to be tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. I sent out notifications to all of our subscribers in the community tab. So you want to check our community tab here on our channel for notifications of that. For all of you who are on our social media pages and our Facebook groups, I also sent out notifications there. And David from Travel Explorer Click, his WhatsApp group, his notifications in there too. So that's going to be tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Okay, awesome. Curtis Page is in the house, people. Curtis Page says, if inquiries are more than a year old, I know that they don't affect my credit score. Correct. But can I still be denied for them? Yes, you can still be denied for them, Curtis, even although they don't not affect your credit score anymore after 1 year, because they may still be on your credit report. And I say the word may, emphasis on that word, because some people have reported that these inquiries have disappeared off of credit reports after a year. But it's not happened to all people, because I have inquiries on my credit report that are still there and they're over 1 year old. Okay. So yes, you can still be denied for them. Because all it takes for a creditor to do is pull your credit report. And once they do that hard pull, Curtis, they're going to see all those inquiries, and they, if that's their criteria for approving you, then yes, they will deny you for those hard inquiries.
I have a special announcement to make. Pink Lady Barbara's daughter just got approved for the AAA credit card.
Okay, did you guys hear that? Janelle said that Pink Lady Barber's daughter just got approved for the AAA credit card.
Congratulations.
So everyone, please say hello to Pink Lady Barber too, also as well. That's an awesome credit card. Janelle and I had to look that up online because we wasn't too familiar with that one. But it does have a lot of perks to it. So awesome job there, Pink Lady. And let your daughter know we said, Janelle and I said congratulations too also as well.
Be sure you say congratulations to her daughter.
Yep. So Don McCartney is in the building, people. I guess Don is another new person here.
Yep.
So everyone, please say hello to Don McCartney. Welcome, Don. You're always welcome here. Thank you so much for stopping by. And we appreciate you. And we look forward to seeing you in many more live streams to come in the future too also as well. So, yeah, I guess we got a lot of new people here tonight. I appreciate all of you, especially the new people.
We got 4 so far.
So everyone, please say hello to Don McCartney and all the other new people that you see here inside of the live stream here tonight. Right now we have 14 people joining us with us tonight. So everyone, please hit the thumbs up. It definitely helps out the YouTube channel too also as well. It helps YouTube to better promote our channel and our videos, and especially this live stream too also as well. So that way we can increase our views and increase our subscriber counts too also as well, and better promote this video. So please guys, hit the thumbs up button if you will, as much as possible, and share this video also on all your social media with all your friends and family too as well. We really do appreciate that too also. So without further ado, in case you're just joining us just now, our topic for tonight is why your credit scores are different. That is our topic, and we're basically talking about FICO scores and Vantage scores too also as well. So without further ado, let's just get right into it here. Basically, there are 5 differences that I'm going to talk about tonight. If I leave out any other differences that you guys know about, definitely let me know inside of the comments, or just leave a comment here inside of the live stream, or comment on the video. Get back to me if you have any questions. I'll be glad to help answer that. Janelle's here to help answer that too also as well. So basically, these 5 differences are, for one, are in the criteria that FICO and Vantage both use to give someone a credit score. Okay, that's going to be the first difference that is there. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to skim through the comments at the same time as I'm talking to you guys. So I'm good, Janelle? Okay. Good. Okay, so there's differences in the scoring models. Janelle, I just need you to keep track of the comments because I can't be on the comments right now.
I know that. I always do.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Janelle. So basically, these differences are, a lot of you already know this one right here, and that's the FICO scores. You need at least 6 months of credit history to get a FICO score. Okay. Whereas with the Vantage FICO scoring models, you can get a credit score with 1 month or less than a month, as long as you have at least one account reporting, one credit account reporting. Okay. And that can be a credit card, it could be a department store card, that can be a charge card, it could be a loan, and it could be any type of loans. Okay. And both FICO and, I'm just going to go over the similarities, some of the similarities. Both FICO and Vantage both go by the 5 main categories that they use as basic criteria, which a lot of you already know about those. Payment history, which is 35% of your credit score. Length of credit, which is 15% of your credit score. What types of credit you have, or credit mix, which is 10% of your credit score. Credit usage, which is also called credit utilization, which is 30% of your credit score. Recent inquiries too, also as well, which are 10% of your credit score, and those are the percentages according to FICO. Okay, but those 5 categories are the same basic criteria that both FICO and Vantage Score rate you on. Okay, so that is some of the similarities, basically. And also, the differences in the scoring models is that the Vantage scoring models, they had some older scoring models in the past. They had the Vantage, I believe, 2, and then they had the Vantage 3.0. Now they have the Vantage 4.0. Okay. FICO and Vantage now currently have scoring ranges from 300 to 850. Whereas before, the older Vantage Score models went up to 990 from 501, which was the lowest. Okay, and that range was adjusted when Vantage 3.0 came out in 2013, basically. Okay, and now they have the same range that the FICO scoring models have. I can't see that comment, babe. What comment are you showing me? Oh, everyone, please welcome Kevin Jackson to the chat too also as well. Thank you for joining with us, Kevin. Really appreciate it. The Cream Team's in the house. Welcome, Cream Team. Thank you so much for joining. Peace and love. Peace and love for sure. Okay, so basically, we went over that. We went over the scoring requirements, the differences in those scoring requirements between the FICO and the Vantage scoring systems too also as well. And again, the FICO has a 6 months, basically you could say a 6-month rule, right? Whereas Vantage can give you a credit score in 1 month or less, as long as you have one account reporting. Okay, so the next difference is going to be the importance of late payments, or how important a late payment is to that scoring model. Okay, and basically, late payments, it will impact both your FICO scores and your Vantage scores too also as well. But there are certain differences. But before I get into that, I'm going to go into the 3 things, 3 factors that they consider in regards to late payments. Okay, now make no mistake, if you have a late payment on your credit report, or you get a late payment on your credit report, it can drop your credit score over 100 points. And it's very difficult, very hard to recover from a late payment. A late payment can stay on your credit report for 7 years, okay? It can. You can get them removed, but there is some hoops you're going to have to jump through if you're willing to put in the work, okay? Now, the 3 factors are how recently the last late payment occurred. So how recent your last late payment was. Okay, they're gonna grade you on that too as well. Okay, it's kind of similar to collections. The older the collection, the less effect it has on your credit score. Well, it's kind of similar. Okay, late payments are identical in many ways to collections as far as how FICO and Vantage rate you. Now, the second factor is how many of your accounts had late payments. Okay, so the more accounts that you have with late payments, the lower your credit score is going to be. Okay, because they take into consider how many. Also, the third factor is how many payments that you have missed on an account. So if you missed more than 1 payment on an account, I mean, it just snowballs for you as far as your credit score is concerned, in a negative way, not a positive way. Okay. Another thing to mention is as far as the differences in about pertaining to late payments, is that the FICO scoring model, they treat all late payments the same. Okay. Whereas the Vantage scoring model, they judge them differently in a way that they penalize late mortgage payments more harshly than other types of credit. So mortgage payments are the worst. And if you have a mortgage loan, mortgage payment, never be late on your mortgage payment, because those are worse than credit card late payments. Okay. So that was number 3. So number 4, the fourth difference is the impact of credit inquiries. Okay, now that's pretty much a big one there to understand. Why that is because it will give you a better understanding of why your credit score is the way it is. Okay, now we did a full video on credit inquiries. We actually did more than one video on credit inquiries. And I believe the title of one video is called "How Many Inquiries Is Too Many?" Okay, and you'll see on the thumbnail it says how many credit applications are too many. That's here on this channel too, also as well. So basically, the impact of credit inquiries, it just basically all it's saying is that with FICO, they have a different system set up for scoring these inquiries or coming to a score for you, basically. Okay, FICO uses a 45-day span. And what they do is they deduplicate your credit inquiries. Okay, so if you've been out shopping around for a mortgage or a car loan or something like that, FICO gives you a 45-day span, pretty much. Okay, and what they do is they're not going to keep scoring on each and every single one of those hard inquiries or credit applications, because they're giving you a 45-day span. Okay, now on the contrary, the Vantage scoring system, they focus only on a 14-day range. So they look at all types of multiple hard inquiries for all types of credit, including credit cards too, also as well. But the FICO only considers mortgages, auto loans, and student loans. Okay. Now the Vantage has a 14-day scoring range. So that's pretty much a major difference between the FICO scoring model and the Vantage scoring model. So you may have heard people say that, if you've been shopping around for a auto loan, or maybe you went to a dealership and the dealership shopped around for an auto loan for you, and they went to several banks and submitted your information, and this bank did a hard pull, that bank did a hard pull, that bank did a hard pull. You ended up with all these different credit applications from all these different lenders. As long as they're within a 14-day range, I mean, you should be fine as far as the Vantage scoring system. Okay, and the FICO scoring system too, also, because 14 days is a lot less than 45 days. Now, FICO gives a 45-day span for that. Okay, and the score will only pretty much hit you for one hard inquiry for all of those inquiries that you got within that time period. Okay, so it's kind of a good thing in a way, because if you did go to a car dealership and they were trying to get the best deal for them, pretty much, and I say for them, not for you, because they're in it to make money, right? And if they can't make money, why would they want to make a deal? Which, to me makes a whole lot of sense. Okay. So they're going to keep shopping around till they can get you into a vehicle at a loan where it's going to profit them. Okay. So all of those credit applications will be counted as one, as long as it's within that 14-day span. And the FICO, 45 days. So pretty much you have plenty of time there. Okay. But with the FICO, remember, it's only mortgages, auto loans, and student loans. Okay, but as far as Vantage is concerned, they look at all types of credit, including credit cards too, also as well. Okay, so the fifth and final difference that that I've noticed here that I found is influences of low balance collections too also as well. I mean, FICO and Vantage, they both have penalties for this, for these accounts that have been delinquent enough to be sent to collection agencies. But FICO pretty much gives you a break when it comes to low amounts collection accounts. Okay, for not FICO seems to ignore all collections where the original balance was under or less than $100. So that's another difference between FICO and Vantage scoring too also as well. And it doesn't seem to count collections that you've paid off. Okay, now Vantage on the other hand, they ignore only paid collection accounts regardless of the original balance amount. So that's a reason why you may go on your Credit Karma and log in one day and you may see, as far as when it says delinquent accounts, it may say 0 when you have a collection account on your credit report, right? And that happens to me all the time. I go log in to my Credit Karma and it says delinquent accounts 0, and I know I have a collection on there, and it seems like it doesn't make any sense to me, because then I go on the other section of the credit report and it shows that I have a collection account. It shows the name of the collection company, it shows the balance, it shows all the details there. So that may explain pretty much why, the reasons for all of that, too also as well. So what I'm also going to do here, I'm going to break down I'll give you guys some of these percentages. These are other percentages. I know you guys are already familiar with the percentages that FICO uses for their 5 category. The 5 categories, payment history, again, 35% of your credit score, credit utilization, 30% of your credit score, age of credit, length of credit history, 15% of your credit score, and then 10% is types of credit. 10% is credit inquiries or new credit. Okay. Well, there's a difference. FICO score, as far as them calculating your credit score, FICO scoring system model, and I'm talking about the 3.0 scoring model. Payment history is 40%. Age and type of credit is 21%. Percent of your credit that's used or utilization is only 20% value. Total balances and debt has 11% value. Recent credit behavior and inquiries has 5% value. And available credit has 3% value. We have a new comment here from Pink Lady Barber. Says, the AAA credit card my daughter got used a FICO 9 score through Experian, and she had a 685 score. Okay, awesome. That's good that they actually used the FICO 9, because I know FICO 8 is more popular, more widely used, pretty much than any other credit scoring model. But however, some lenders do use the Vantage scoring model, and they will use it. I have experienced that with some of the credit card applications that I put in to also as well. They sent me, if I was denied for credit, they sent me an explanation letter, and they included my Vantage scores, not my FICO scores, my Vantage scores. So some lenders do also look at Vantage scores. That there is a concern right now, because there is a lot of discussions going on between the CEO of Vantage Scoring Solutions, Fannie Mae, and Freddie Mac, which you guys probably know about Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac when it's pertaining to the mortgage industries. Well, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, they're talking about having the Vantage scoring system included in many mortgage lending decisions when approving or denying new clients for mortgages. So it's going to be quite interesting because this is not the first time they've been talking about this. They've had conversations about this last year, too, also as well. And a lot of their reasons are saying that a lot of people are what you would call credit invisible. Credit invisible basically means that they don't even have a FICO score because they don't have enough credit to get a FICO score. Okay, which we already explained, the FICO scoring criteria, that it takes 6 months to get a FICO score basically. But not just 6 months at a time. You have to have a credit account. Could be a credit card, could be an installment loan, it could be any type of credit, but it has to be reporting to the credit bureau or a credit bureau for at least a minimum of 6 months before you can get a FICO score. Now, there's other ways that you can do it. There's ways around that FICO 6 months requirement. And one way is you can get an authorized user account. Okay, if someone adds you onto their credit card as an authorized user and they have 6 months or more of credit history, then you can automatically get a FICO score when their credit card reports to the credit bureau that you are an authorized user on the account. Okay, and that will also be reported to your credit report also as well. So that's a way you can get a FICO score in less than 6 months. Janelle done it with me when I added her to my first Premier credit card, which has, right now, I think it has 1 year credit history on it. So, but the time I added her, my credit card had over 6 months of credit history. Pink Lady Barber says, LOL, we were prepared to receive an explanation letter too. Okay. Well, good. Congratulations, everyone. Please say congratulations to Pink Lady Barber. I mean, that's a great job there. Pink Lady, that your daughter has done too also as well. That's awesome that for her to get approved for a AAA credit card this early on in the game too also as well. Okay. I do want to mention something real quick, that both FICO and the Vantage scoring formulas, they give about the same percentages for payment history and new credit inquiries. Okay, but there's a big difference in the way FICO and Vantage treats credit card utilization, age of credit history, and types of credit, which is credit mix. Okay, there's a big difference in the way they treat them all. Okay, FICO gives utilization 30% of its credit score, while Vantage Score, they place a heavy 45% on how much credit that you're using. So that's huge, 45% right there on a Vantage scoring system. So, I mean, we all know that Vantage Score is not as widely used as the FICO scoring model when it comes to lenders, but there are some lenders, like I said before, that will check your Vantage score, your Vantage credit score, to see how credit worthy you are. Okay, so do keep in mind that Vantage score, they treat that really seriously. Utilization is like 40%, 45% according to the Vantage scoring model. Now, FICO gives a total 25% to age of credit history and types of credit. Okay, whereas the Vantage scoring system gives those two factors, credit history and types of credit, only 13%. Okay, now we all know that FICO may be a little better to go by because there is more widely used, right? But to be specific, what you want to do is a more targeted planning, targeted strategic planning. And what I mean by that, by targeted strategic planning, is you want to know what lender you want to target next, okay, that you want to apply for. Know what credit card you want to apply for next. If you're going for the Chase Sapphire Reserve next, or the Chase Freedom Unlimited card next, just know more about Chase, okay? Find out what particular FICO score or Vantage score that they use, okay? And most likely it'll probably be a FICO score, okay? But find out what model, because there's many FICO scoring models, okay? You have FICO 2, you got FICO 8, you have FICO 9. There are so many of them. There's different scoring systems used for mortgages, scoring systems used for auto loans. There's so many different FICO scores that are out there too also as well. So get to know your lender. Get to know what scoring model that they use. Okay. And also, of course, it doesn't hurt to ask more questions too. Ask questions. Who knows, they may tell you a lot of the answers to those. And another thing you can do is you can do your own research besides talking to your prospective lender that you plan to apply to in the future. You could do research. There are FICO forums called My FICO forums. There's Reddit, great Reddit community. I believe it's called Credit. Great Reddit community that you can become a part of too also as well. There's Facebook groups. One very popular Facebook group that you can ask a lot of questions and get a lot of answers from a lot of credit experts who have over 20 years plus of building credit and can advise you on that too as well. One good Facebook credit group is called the Credit Building Team. Okay, there's over 11,000 plus members in that group. If you want to join that group too also as well, lots of information there in that group to be a part of.
Listen, FICO scores. You said there's more than one FICO score.
Yeah.
These are those?
Yeah, there's more than one FICO score. Janelle has some additional FICO scores, but we're not going to mention all of them here because there's so many of them.
There's only a few.
Okay, we have the FICO score 2. That's for mortgages. Okay, mortgage lenders use a lot of the FICO 2 scoring system. FICO 8 has an auto score. FICO 2 also has an auto score. FICO 8 has a bank card score too also as well. And FICO 3 also has a bank card score also as well. So that is some of them, but there's a lot of additional FICO scores that I haven't even mentioned that it'll take a lot more time than we do have here on this live stream for me to mention each and every single FICO scoring model that is out there. But, just to give you an idea of, the many different FICO scores there, I just wanted to mention just a few. Also, we have another one of our veterans here. Welcome back. Hip to the dip. Thank you for...
Long time no see on our...
Yeah, long time no see on our live streams here. Hip to the dip, but welcome back. We're happy to see you. Victor, thank you for joining us. So everyone, please say hello to Hip to the Dip. And which he says hi, Lyndon and Janelle, too also as well. So guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Really appreciate all of you. Let me give you back your phone here also. And really appreciate all of you too as well. And by the way, if any of you want to come on our show, on our live stream and be a guest, definitely let me know, either here inside of the live chat comments, or you can comment on this live stream after it's over, or you can email me too also as well. I appreciate all of those just the same. So either way, you could contact me, or you can contact me on social media too also as well. And just if you want to come on the show, You can talk about your experience with credit, or anything that you would like to share pertaining to you building your experiences building credit, your credit journey. Things you notice with your credit score, or any type of particular topic you want to talk about pertaining to credit. Just let me know if you want to come on the show, and we can definitely go over that. So if you're just coming in to the live stream, our topic today was why your credit scores are different. The Vantage credit scores, and Vantage and Fico credit scores too, also as well, and the differences between the two, why they are different, and basically explaining why your Fico and Vantage scores are different too, also as well. Just keep in mind too, also as well, that your individual credit scores on your TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax can be different too, also as well, from those three credit bureaus, and that depends on a lot of factors, a lot of reasons. Some of them are basically that could be that you have a trade line or credit account there that maybe it reports only to maybe one or two credit bureaus and not all three, and maybe you have another trade line that only reports to one credit bureau, and there are those types of trade lines out there, or credit accounts out there too, also as well. And if you want to get all three of your credit scores to be close to the same numbers, then you can pretty much try to get one of those trade lines that can report to that particular credit bureau that you're looking to raise your score on. Okay, and that's one strategy, one way that you can go about doing it too. Also, is when I see the reason why people would want to do that. Actually, one individual, I think it was Trav, one of our subscribers, he had raised a comment in one of our live streams a couple of weeks ago and talked about his credit scores being different from all three credit bureaus too, also as well. And that's one way around that. You can get a trade line. I see the reason for doing it too, also as well, because say for instance, if you want to apply for a mortgage, and it seems like that mortgage topic keeps coming up because we done I think it was at least 3 videos on the topic of applying for a mortgage. We do have a playlist here on this channel. The name of the playlist is How to Get Your Credit Ready for a Mortgage. And that's also the title of a video there. And what credit score do you need for a mortgage? And how do I qualify for a mortgage, with our special guest, Michael Holmes from Delta Credit Restorations, who spoke on that topic, and we were very grateful that he answered a lot of questions, many questions pertaining to that topic also as well. So we have at least 3 videos on that topic. Now, speaking of mortgages, mortgage lenders, they will use your middle score, okay? They will use your middle score. What I mean by your middle score, they call it a FICO mid score, okay? Say if you have a 650 on your TransUnion, you have a 700 on your Equifax, and say you have a 675 on your Experian, and they're gonna leave out the other two, the high and the low, and they're just gonna keep the 675, and that's gonna be the score that they're gonna go by when they're making a decision to approve you for a mortgage loan or not. Okay, and also that's going to affect your interest rates that you're going to get too, also as well. So I do understand why a lot of people they are very concerned about their 3 credit scores being so much different. Okay, and so that's one thing you definitely, if you're planning on applying for a mortgage, you definitely want to tighten that up and get all 3 credit scores pretty much close to being in the same ranges. Hip to the Dip says scores are different because reporting agencies weigh the same data differently. Yes, and that's also true. Some reporting agencies weigh data differently. And a good example is, from our topic that we talked about tonight, how FICO and Vantage, how we talked about how they had a different priority concerning utilization and length of credit, average age of credit, or length of credit history, and inquiries too also as well. So they weigh these things differently according to their own unique criteria for scoring. Okay. Janelle just handed me some info she wanted to share with you. There are hundreds of algorithms companies use to score consumers, and even the most common credit scoring company has dozens of models. Wow, that's very interesting. Dozens of models, they say. Fair Isaac Corporation, more commonly known as FICO, has 50 scores. Okay, and that was coming from credit.com from an article on April 2015. Okay, and that's also a report from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which they put the number at 49, and that was in 2015. So they may be more models by now, because now it's like 4 years later down the road. So also as well. So if anyone has any other questions or comments for me or Janelle, definitely leave them inside of the comments section too also as well. Say that again, Janelle. Oh, okay. I thought you had a comment there. Yeah, if anyone else has any comments or any other questions, definitely leave them inside of the comments section too also as well. So first and foremost, before we end this live stream, I would like to give a special thank you to all of you who have participated, commented, and also raised questions here inside of tonight's live stream. So first and foremost, I want to give a special thank you to David Amex King Moss. Thank you, David, for participating. Really appreciate you, and we're looking forward to your next video. What's that?
David Amex is on the plane.
Yes, David Amex, you should be on a plane by now, but I just wanted to let you know that we really appreciate you. Also want to say a special thank you to Ronald Anderson. Ronald Anderson, thank you so much for joining, Ronald. I really appreciate you too also as well. And Pink Lady Barber, thank you for joining, Pink Lady. Also want to say a special thank you to one of our new people here that just joined today, Anthony F. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate you, Anthony. We welcome you, and you're always welcome here for sure. Also want to say a special thank you to Sneaky25. Sneaky25, welcome back. Really appreciate you, Sneaky. Thank you for joining. And Jose Pina. Thank you, Jose, for joining, and welcome back. Preston White, who is also a new person here inside of the live chat. Thank you for joining. We welcome you and look forward to having you again. Also want to say a special thank you to Will Walker. Will Walker, thank you so much for joining tonight. Really appreciate you, Will. And Joe Pereira is a new person to our live chat. So thank you for joining, Joe. We really appreciate you, Joe. And Curtis Page, thank you for joining, Curtis Page. Welcome back also. And also a new person, Don McCartney. Thank you for joining us, Don. And welcome back once again, Don. Thank you so much for joining. And everyone, if you haven't already, please say hello to all the new people. And again, I'm going to mention them. Anthony F.
Nate and Jeff.
Anthony F. Preston White. Joe Pereira. And Don McCartney, too, also as well. And I also want to say a special thank you to Kevin Jackson and the Supreme Team. Yes. Welcome back, Kevin. Thank you so much for joining. Much love to the Cream Team. And Hip to the Dip, thank you for joining Hip to the Dip. We really appreciate you. And some great questions you guys had raised too also as well. Also, just joining us just now, actually, is Nate and Jess. Nate and Jess, thank you for coming on. I appreciate that. Everyone, Nate and Jess have their own YouTube channel too also, by the way. It's called Epic Travels and Frugal Living too. Also as well, they've been having some great live streams since they started doing live streams, and we really appreciated all the great content, and information that they had to share. Too also as well about travel credit cards and rewards cards too also as well.
Yeah, the comment.
And Nate and Jess has a comment. Nate and Jess says, "Hi everyone, sorry I ran late." Yeah, we appreciate that we appreciate your coming, Nate and Jess. Thank you so much for joining us.
I have a comment.
Will Walker said, "Great job, thank you, Will." Janelle says, "Panda the Panther will come on in just a moment to say hello to you all." Yeah, he's here. And Janelle's sitting in Janelle's lap over here.
Never on my lap.
Yeah, he's a piece of work there for sure. Pink Lady Barber says, "Hello, new people, and welcome." Thank you, Pink Lady. Really appreciate you too, also as well. So if I've missed out on anyone and missed anyone, please let me know inside of the comments. Again, try to go over many of the differences between the FICO scoring model and the Vantage scoring model. So if I've left out any difference or differences, definitely let me know either here inside of the live stream, or you can make a comment on the live stream after the live stream is over in the video comment section below too also as well. And thank you to all of you who have given us super chats in our previous live streams. We really appreciate those because the super chats definitely help us promote our channel, make better content and videos, get better equipment for making videos and content too also as well. So we really appreciate all of you who have sent us super chats too also as well. Janelle says, "Oh man, the Cowboys lost."
Look, hip to the dip at it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Hip to the Dip said that, huh? He's late because he's grieving because the Cowboys lost. Oh boy, I wonder how Dwayne from How to Build Credit TV thinks about that because he's in Texas. I'm not sure if he's a Cowboys fan or not. I gotta ask him. Definitely, it's kind of a little too late right now to call him. It's already 9:40 here.
You gotta wake up.
In South Dakota. So me and Dwayne, we're both on the same time zone, Central Time. So it's probably a little late to be calling him now, but I definitely could ask him that later on for sure.
Ready?
Sorry to hear that, there, buddy. Sorry about that, Victor. Your team there lost. I know how that feels.
Sister's team.
Janelle says that's her sister's team, too. Also, so
No.
sorry about that. Okay, Janelle wants to bring someone on here
Yeah.
to say hello. Okay, say hello,
Hi, guys.
Panda. All right, hi guys. I'm not sure if you can see him good here on the screen, but I'm holding him up so he can wave his paws and say hello to you guys. It's getting pretty big there. Yeah, let me hand it back over to you real quick. So basically, thank you so much to all of you who have joined with us tonight. Really appreciate, all of you so much. And I guess we will be on Salsa Dominican Republic's YouTube channel tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. I will be a guest there on his channel too as well. So I hope a lot of you, we see you over there. So that way you could just join us, show your love and support. I'd appreciate that, too also as well. Because you guys are really considered family to me and Janelle too also. And we really appreciate all of you too. Victor says he lives in Dallas. So, yeah, sorry to hear about your team losing there, Victor. So, if you're interested in ways to build credit or increase your credit score, or maybe you're looking to travel the world for free, or you're looking for business credit or personal lines of credit or loans too also as well. Well, that all starts with good credit or having good credit. Maybe you're looking to buy a house or an auto loan. All of these things start with having good credit. Okay, if you're looking for the lowest payments on all of those things, it starts with having good credit too also as well. So if those are things that interest you, definitely hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications too also as well. That way you'll never miss a single video as we make them here on this channel too also as well. And remember to share this video everywhere, all over your social media with all of your friends and family too also as well. And give the video a thumbs up, please, because it helps out the YouTube algorithms, helps them to share the video even better too also as well, and maybe we can get our views up too also. So I really appreciate all of you who have joined tonight. And by the way, the links to follow me on social media, some of them are here on the screen that I've placed, and the rest of them that are not can be found at the bottom of the about section of this channel too also as well. If you need to email me, the link is there. And we do have a Patreon where you can become a patron and support the channel with a small membership each month, and that helps support the channel too also as well. Or you can simply send a donation to $ Lyndon Baptiste on the Cash App, and that is inside of the description too also as well if you need the full spelling of that. But the spelling on my name is right there inside of the email right below my head here in the video, and it's just put a $ in front of that, capital L, capital B. Hip to the Dip says
No.
Salsa, Dominican Republic, never heard of it. Well, it's not spelled S-A-L-S-A. I believe it's spelled S-O-S-S-U-A. And the link, let me see if I can get the link for you guys here, so that way you guys can definitely join me there. It's in the community tab, by the way, here on this channel, but I'm going to get the actual link for you guys too also. And I'll put it here inside of the live stream. I'm getting that right now. Okay, let me get over to that link. Then I'm back here in the live chat. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay. Just got to copy it over. That's all. Pretty simple. Okay, so this is the link to Salsa Dominican Republic's YouTube channel that I will be a guest on his show. That's tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, and all of you are invited to also to that live stream show. So I would really appreciate that we can see all of you there. Just show your love and support to also as well, because that is the first time I've ever been on anyone's show, on anyone's live stream, you know. We started out, we just barely started doing collaborations just recently. I think our first guest was Bob from Cakeology, and then we had Michael Holmes from Delta Credit Restoration, and then we had David Amex King Moss.
That's it so far.
And that's it so far. We only had 3 guests here and 3 collaborations, but I've never been on anyone else's show. First time. So I appreciate it that all of you be there. You know, show your support, show your love, you know, and to also as well. So I just wanted to let you guys know. I put the link here inside of the live chat. You should see that pop up right there. Pink Lady Barbara says, okay, fam, got it. Okay, awesome, awesome. Yeah, Pink Lady, thank you so much for asking about that too. And Hip to the Dip, you should see the link in there too also as well. And all of you, again, I put the link inside of the live chat for all of you to attend to also as well. And if you're watching this video on a replay, also stop by the show tomorrow and, show your support too also as well. So from all of us here, the entire How to Get an 800 Credit Score family, Janelle and I, we want to say stay blessed, be safe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. All right, see you guys later. And Nate and Jess, I just got your comment here. Say you're still learning to do that. You need to watch a few YouTube tutorials on live chats having guests. Yeah, I can help you out with that. Not a problem, Nate and Jess. Just let me know when you want to. You can we can talk about it in the WhatsApp. We're in David's WhatsApp group if you like. Janelle says, hope to see you all tomorrow night. Dolly Lamas T says, hey there, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Dolly Lamas says, have a great night. So everyone, please say hello to Dolly Lamas too also as well. So Dolly Lamas, that's okay. It's all right if you're late. We already finished and wrapped up our topic just now a few minutes ago. The topic was why your credit scores are different, pertaining to the FICO and the Vantage scoring models too also as well. But Dalai Lamas, you're welcome to watch this live stream on the replay for sure. If you have any questions about it, feel free to leave them inside of the comments. And guys, definitely leave some comments for us here on the live stream after the live stream is over. So that way YouTube can see that there is some more engagement on this video too also as well. Hit the thumbs up. Also, I mentioned that already. I can't mention that enough. And I really appreciate all of you guys. And Dalai Lamas, I also mentioned here, I'm going to put the link here inside of the live chat once more time. That's the link there. I just put it in there. Dalai Lamas, in case you missed out, I will be a guest on Salsa Dominican Republic's YouTube channel tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. So just to let you and everyone who missed that to know. Also as well, appreciate all of you guys' support tomorrow night. So thank you so much for watching, all of you again. And from all of us here, keep safe, be blessed, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.